515 takes today. That's okay. My message today is survival. A lot of people don't understand survival. I think a lot of traumatized children grew up to just be survivalists because you're so conditioned to feel worthless. You're so conditioned to hide yourself. You're so conditioned that you're so unworthy of good things. So you just, it's like a fear. You're stuck in this fear of success, of having money, of being who you are because you don't know who you are because you're so traumatized. As for me, I know that's for me. My inner child was so traumatized. I didn't know who I was. So to get out into the real world, I couldn't. I didn't have that worthiness. I didn't have that self-esteem to do that. So I stayed hidden. And then I worked paycheck to paycheck and I lived off minimal. I lived in poverty because that's what I thought I was worth. That is survival. And you're not impressed by money because only people that are impressed by money are people that have money. Because you never had it, how could you be impressed by it? You're not out there trying to manifest mansions, that this manifestation thing that just took off. We're not out there trying to do that. We're trying to live. We're trying to pay our rent so that we're not homeless. We're trying to stay in a job so that we have money to live, to pay our rent, to pay our bills, so that we have electricity, so that we have gas for our vehicle to get us back and forth to work, so that we have insurance on our vehicle, registration. That is survival. To get out of it takes a lot. It does. It takes a lot of retraining the brain. When you feel so unworthy, how do you find yourself worthy? Because you're stuck in that. You have to sit in that and you have to heal that darkness that's in there, because that's the point, is you are worthy. You are worthy of being out of survival. You're worthy of having security, and that's a lot of us grew up with no security. I know my mom was so all over the place. We kept moving and moving and moving because she was never happy. Didn't matter what my dad did. Didn't matter what anybody did. She was never happy. So we weren't secure as children. So I grew up and I did the same thing. I kept moving and moving. I stayed, but I wanted to stay in the same area, neighborhood for my kids, so at least they'd have their friends. But we still moved a lot. And it's something that is conditioned. Survival. And as you start to get out of it, you start realizing how conditioned you really were to live in poverty, to live in minimal, and how unworthy you were to have money, a house, stability. It's all stability. Money is stability. A job, a good job that you love, that you know that you're making money. Maybe you have to become an entrepreneur so that it's stability. That's what this is all about, because survival is being unstable. You're not stable. If you're going to lose your job and you're going to be homeless, that's not stable. That's fear. This is what has all been conditioned. This is what survival is about. Fear. Fear of losing your job. Fear of not having enough. Fear of being, you're just stuck in being so unworthy. That's why we need to start healing ourselves. That's going to change the whole system. And telling people that are homeless to go get a job is not helping. Stop saying that. Say, how can I help you? What do you need? Do you need somebody to talk to? And like I said, now that the state is talking about food stamps, so many people are so worried about losing them. That's fear. That is fear-mongering, and it's got to stop, because it's about control. That's why we need to start helping people so that they feel like they have somebody out there that they can rely on and count on, because a lot of us don't have that. So if you're out there, just know that you're worthy. You're perfect just the way you are. I love you. Have an amazing day.